Guys, 2 days ago, I nagged the Robinhood customer service in order to get access to Robinhood Legend, which is their new interface for trading. And I'm in beautiful Bogota, Colombia, guys. I'm looking at the afternoon traffic. It's an amazing city. And I just want to break down this whole platform and show you guys what are the great parts about the platform, what stands to be improved. I think it's an amazing innovation though. So let's get right into it. I'd actually like to start with a blank slate and show you guys what it's like. So I'm even going to click refresh on the page so that we can refresh and you can see what it looks like. So that's kind of how they load the whole market. Right now it is kind of gray because the market is closed. But if it was, same thing with portfolio performance, but it shows green if I'm up in my portfolio or it's red. But anyway, we're here. You might say, this is pretty crazy. This is a trading platform. So I can give you guys like I could put my account summary here. I could put my chart. I could put my watch list, and we can build out our own trading setup from there. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a watch list here, and I'm going to bring up our stockmate picks that I'll be breaking down later this week on Sunday. And then I'm going to add a chart because we need a beautiful chart here. And I'm going to add, let's go ahead and add our positions that we have right now. So as you guys know, we had Tesla, and we invested about $3,600 in Tesla. And I didn't like it too much. It's not that we were down. We actually ended the day up 0.5%. However, what we did is I bought the inverse in order to kind of hedge against it. This is a 2x Tesla. This is negative Tesla. 1x Tesla. So anyway, that's why I have two positions of Tesla open. And now let's take a look. So first you get in here. You can name your watch list. Sorry, you can choose the icon of your watch list. I'm just going to choose that one. You'll notice these colors up here. You see these colors? So what this means is it essentially links the colors to different widgets. So I can go ahead and take an orange color here, and I could take a blue color here. And now look, this blue color, did you see how they link together? So I go blue. Now, if I click on TSLL, it's going to show up right here. And you'll notice if I click it over here, like Google, it's not going to show up here. But if I have another widget that's linked with Google, then it could work, I think. Like, let's test it out on this options chain. If I link this to orange, then now my options are linked to this whole chart. So now if I go Google, if I go on to on semiconductor, you'll see it is there. I don't really want that open right now, although it's really, really cool. So a couple things. I would like to show you guys kind of the indicators. So let's go ahead. Let's pick this stock right here, like Google, the actual position that I traded earlier this morning. Oh, I got to link the two, right? We'll go orange and we will go, that's on blue. All right, so let's go back to Google here. So we are 5 minute. Let's go one month. And let's change up the chart a little bit. I'd like to keep it like that. So that's our thing. All right, so you could click buy here and do an order, or you can click on the screen, right? I could click right here and do a buy limit or a sell stop, which is pretty powerful. You can buy a stop. You could click right here and buy a stop, or buy a limit. That's really cool. It's so easy to place trades. Now, I could also mark this up. So well, let's take a look here at Tesla on the, Google on the 1 month. Or let's look on the 1 week. And I'll show you why I got out of Tesla or Google. Gosh, I keep saying Tesla. So you go like this. I can create a trend line pretty easily, just like so. I click here, trend line, like so. Right, so now I could see like right here a high, a higher low, a higher low. It looks like it could be continuing down. There's a clear trend here. I could also come over here and I could use the info line. So I could say, well, how much is that? And kind of set that, or say if it does continue down, what is that? That's 2.3% right there. Okay, there's a margin for profit of that much. It might be overbought. Now you might say, well, this is pretty cool looking, but it's kind of like basic, right? Well, let's put in some other indicators here. So I could put in any indicator, and let's start with the RSI. So we made a video about the RSI today. So now I have an RSI here that's going to tell me when things are, for example, overbought. So we know that was overbought on the RSI, stayed true. We can look down here. This was saying it was underbought, right? And that this might be a good time to purchase based on the RSI. And we saw it, continue up. Quite interesting. So, all right, now we got our RSI tool here that has a cool animation that I can change all of the settings of the ratio. If we wanted it to be an overbought, not of 70, but of 50, for example, then, it would do that. But we're actually going to keep it normal. I could also change all the colors on this. So if it's overbought, I want that to appear red. And if it's oversold, I want that to be green because that's what I'm going to buy. Oh, and in between the fill, I like purple. Right? It's really cool how much you could do, right? So I can also reset it. I actually like what they have there. Now, when you look on indicators, we can go ahead and add, for example, I would add an EMA. 50-day EMA is nice. I would probably actually turn this down to what would be a 15. That way I can see kind of a tight overview of the moving average. And now I can kind of see, like right now it's bearish. It's kind of acting as a resistance. And if it was below it, then it would be acting as a support, as we saw here when it was bullish, right? When it was acting as support. However, they don't always act that way. They just tend to. If we click on another indicator, we could go ahead and add the SMA, simple moving average. I like to have my simple moving average at 200 or 180. And again, you can change all of these colors, right? If I want to change my moving average to be green, I can do that. I'd actually prefer that. If I want to change my EMA to be orange, then I can do that, right? It's pretty easy. So, and actually I don't want it to be orange. I actually want it to be blue. I like how it looks. So you could see here, we're at a critical point, right? It's either going to, it pushed below and now it's retesting this SMA could act as a resistance and it continues down here. We'll see how strong it retests, or if it really is bullish and it starts breaking above the SMA, or even out of this pattern, and then we could see it continue up. It actually looks kind of like this trading pattern that I just was studying that is called the pattern is called, I think it's like the Gandy 222 or something like that, or the Gandy 22. I have it actually here on my phone as I was writing it down, and I think it was, I'll have to look at that, but this, when you see that it goes down, up, down, or down, oh no, it's not. If you have a pattern that reached a high and then it goes down to a support, up, and then down to a support, oftentimes it will be bullish, but this one actually went down to support, up to resistance, down to support, back up, and then down again. So it's actually it didn't really break above. So I gotta take a look at this one. I'm not gonna do like too much technical analysis, but when we look at this framework, I can go ahead and add the other really cool one, which is like the MACD, right? So I get the MACD in there, and the MACD down here is one of those tools that also can help you to be able to identify whether or not a stock has been oversold or overbought. So that's just something that they also added. Now, when taking positions, it's very easy. You can click over here. You can do a buy stop or sell limits. You can also hide all of your indicators or show all of your indicators. You can, I believe they have over here, you can go, we get to, like, here's all my watch list. I don't know if that was clear. You can switch between your individual and your Roth IRA. And then up here, to the options chain here, if we add this to, it's on TSLL. If you go down to the strike price, okay, and like let's say this is a call, you got calls, puts, bid, and ask. Let's say that I'm like, oh, dude, it's gonna be a very it's gonna be a good couple of days here, and let's say right here. So I have this limit here, and I believe, oh no, you can't. You can't right now. There's a futures part where you can actually drag your order up and down so that if you wanted to change your order, you don't have to go back and delete your order and then recreate your order, but that you could just drag it up and down. I think that applies actually on the chart over here. So if I decided to, let's get this out of here and let's stretch it out a little bit and let's zoom out here. If I decided to place an order, I could just click here. And I believe if you want, you can add an order and then like you could do your take profit and your stop loss on the same chart, which is pretty powerful. I think that's going to be something that I'll find myself using quite a bit. Now, you also got like Fibonacci, if you wanted to use more advanced trading tools, they basically give you everything that you could possibly need. It's pretty smooth, I'd say. It's very smooth actually. And you can also draw, everything that you would do on any other trading platform. If we had this area where we're going to purchase or something like that, if I was charting up, I could do that as well. And all I have to do to delete it is just like click on it and delete it. And then you can do a call out, you can do a price label. We can even do text and highlighter. I mean, it basically has everything that you need. When it comes to the indicators, the only ones that so they have like ton of indicators for you to use that you could search. And personally, I keep it pretty simple. I don't use a lot of indicators, but there was some people saying that the volume was kind of, yeah, the volume was like they're lacking on some volume tools. So definitely would like to see more in regards to volume. I mean, that's a huge part, right? Just turn on the view up. Yeah, it's interesting. They have a lot of indicators that you can use though. So it's really, really smooth. I've done some trading on it today and yesterday, and I'm very, very impressed. Again, if you're charting and you're going from chart to chart. I have all of these indicators in here. That's why it looks so weird. So I need to remove this and probably this. I don't need these. I was just adding indicators. Oil U, wow, what a pop that we saw at the end of the day. And I could even say, how much was that? So I was literally looking at it. Okay, 2.5%. Wow. Yeah, in just 4 hours. And so you have all the tools you need here. It's extremely intuitive. I like how they do the graphics. And if I go from like the 3 month to the 5 year, you know, it's very beautiful how they have it. I personally really like this setup. And I like how they have the animations as well. The problems I would say that I'm seeing is just more indicators. Like they're going to need more indicators. I know there's a lot that are on TradingView. Um, I love being able to see my positions, my P&Ls, and like I can look and see everything on the day. And I can also link these to different widgets. So there's a lot of potential there as well. So definitely we'll keep you guys updated on more developments. I know that they're just releasing beta here. This isn't even available. I had to go talk with customer service in order to get them to unlock this for me, which they were very kind. And so I'll keep you guys updated on more about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you guys that would like to join us tomorrow, or sorry, on Sunday, we have our Sunday stock chat where we're going to talk all about stocks, and it's going to be great. We're going to break down all the stocks that you guys want to see. We're going to look at all of the tech and AI companies that have consistently been beating earnings and are really booming right now. And we're going to go take a look and see what this next week looks like in the tech and AI industry. So really looking forward to that. For those of you guys that would like to watch me trade live next week at Market Open and get over 70 plus lessons in our lesson library, there's StockMate, which is our group where you can surround yourself with other investors and entrepreneurs and traders. It's that second link in the description. I would encourage you to simply take a look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.